Well, the first coach that I'd like to introduce on our staff is Todd Whitten. I've known Todd for several years. Todd has an unbelievable amount of experience as a coordinator, as a head coach. Todd's been a head coach at Tarleton State at the Division II level, at Sam Houston State at the 1AA level. He's been a coordinator at the Division I level at the University of Wyoming. He's worked at New Mexico State, here at UTEP with me, and he fits the mold of all the coaches that we brought on this staff. He's got outstanding character, great family guy, great teacher, recruiter, and could be more pleased to have Todd on our staff. He's going to coach the wide receivers, and we're excited to have him. The next coach I'm going to introduce after that is Cornell Jackson. Cornell has been coaching for many years at the Division I level. He's coached some outstanding programs, Baylor University, New Mexico, Arizona State, Washington, and most recently Purdue. And I haven't worked with Cornell before, but I've called several coaches about Cornell, and I get the same feedback from every coach. Diligent worker, very disciplined with his players, and the players play hard for him and they have a lot of respect for him. But I had an outstanding resource when I was going through the evaluation of Cornell, and that was calling my own son. He played at the University of Purdue, and Cornell was on that staff coaching the running backs, and I asked him straight out, and I knew I'd get a straight answer, and my son told me the same thing. He said, "Dad, all the players play hard for Cornell, they all respect him, and he's an outstanding coach." So I'm excited to have both of these coaches here on the staff, the experience that they bring. I've already been in meetings with them this week, and you can see it. You know, these guys are focused, and these guys are excited about helping UTEP win games.
What brings you back to the college game after a year?
Well, first and foremost, I had a really good experience the 2 years I was at UTEP. Love El Paso, but probably the biggest thing is Coach Kugler. He and I are very close friends, and I know he's going to do a great job, and I just think the world of him.
Do you think your experience as a head coach kind of gives you a perspective?
I hope so. You know, I'm going to help when I can, but I'm going to roll my sleeves up and do exactly what he asked me to do, and be loyal, be good to these kids, work hard for them.
What do you see with the receivers from what you've seen them today?
You know, I think we've got a good group. We've got 13 of them, and I think it's a really deep group. I think we'll have a good squad out there. I think we'll be able to move the ball.
What do you think about the other members of the offensive staff that have been put together?
Oh, I love them. I think Coach Kugler's done a great job with that. We've been working the last 3 or 4 afternoons and have the utmost respect for Coach Higgins. I don't know if y'all know this, but Coach Leftwich and I played together in college and roomed together, so he's one of my best friends in the world. So not only really good football coaches, but really good people, I think. So I'm just so pleased to be here.
And you're with Leftwich at Mexico State, right?
We were there together as well. That's correct.
Everyone on the staff seems to have some tie to UTEP. How important do you feel like that is in building?
I think it's really important that you understand El Paso and the people and the university. And I've spent 6 years in the region, and I just think it's I think it's one of the greatest places in the world to live. So, you know, and if you feel that way, if you truly feel that way, then it's going to be easier for you to sell this and go out and recruit.
Todd, how much better are things here now, facilities, et cetera, than they were when you were first?
It's night and day. I mean, it's Coach Stoll's done an unbelievable job and a lot of other people of getting these buildings built. This Durham Center is incredible. I remember we were in the Brumbelow building the last time, and the Brumbelow building is certainly nice, but it's nothing like this. And these are the facilities that you need to go out and recruit and be competitive with.
What struck you with Coach Kugler when you were with him years ago at UTEP?
You know, he was just him. Sean is really good in being himself. And I think people in general are really attracted and drawn to Sean. I think the kids are, and they were back then. He's so honest and genuine, and he's an awfully good football coach. But he and I are about the same age, and you know, we just hit it off from day one, and for the last 20 years, we've been really good friends.
So I do have a tie to him, his son. His son is a player for us when I was at Purdue University, and so that's my tie. Plus Gary Nord, who used to be the head coach here. Gary was with us at Purdue. He was our offensive coordinator, and also Patrick Higgins. So that was my tie to Coach Kugler.
What did they all tell you about UTEP?
Well, you know, I've been here before. I was at the University of Washington when we played in the Sun Bowl. I was here when we played at Arizona State in the Sun Bowl. I used to coach right up the road at the University of New Mexico in '95 and '05, so I'm very familiar with El Paso. Plus, my brother-in-law was the captain out here at Fort Bliss, so I know my way around.
You find out that his son was the one that he went to for a recommendation. Were you a little bit like, okay, what was your reaction to having him go to his son about that?
Well, I had a feeling that was going to happen, because his son saw me, daily. He saw me on the field interacting with other players, and I'm going to coach him hard. I'm going to be fair. So I believe that's what his son said to Coach Kugler, and that's why I'm here.
How good can Nathan Jeffrey be?
Well, I tell you what, I got here Monday. I saw him on film yesterday, and I tell you what, he's a very talented young man. He has a bright future. My job is not to mess him up. My job is to keep him going and keep him doing what he's doing, and we'll get this thing going in the right direction.
Your familiarity with the two-back system?
Yes, we ran it when I was at Arizona State. We ran it when I was at Purdue. We ran it when I was at the University of New Mexico. So I probably ran it about everywhere I've been.
Well, how do you go about getting some fullbacks?
Well, I tell you what, the first thing you look for is a tough guy. A tough guy that can catch. Understanding the offense, that's my job as a coach. That's why when I go to practice, there's a hat that says "Coach" right here. So that's my job, to coach him and to get him going in the right direction.
Do you have to go JUCO, or maybe there are guys on the roster?
Oh no, there's probably guys on the team that can play the positions. There might be a linebacker somewhere or a running back somewhere that's probably not getting an opportunity to play, and I'll be more than happy to take him and coach him and see can he do it. Oh man, where the red lights? I don't know which camera to look at.
Just talk about the opportunity to come out here and outside.
Well, I tell you what, first of all, I'm excited that Coach Kugler gave me an opportunity. Secondly, I'm excited about being back in Conference USA. I used to coach at Conference USA. I used to coach at the University of Houston. So I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to be back in warm weather. West Lafayette, Indiana is about 5 inches of snow now. So I'm excited about that. But most of all, I'm excited that Coach Kugler has given myself and my family an opportunity to coach and coach here in El Paso.